Hi Ranger fans, my name is Ted Kalamaras and I run nyrfans.com. I do everything for all you Ranger fans, from road trips to signings, name it, we do it. I want to do something for you Ranger fans. So every year in Atlantic City, we bring everybody together, and this year was amazing. We had Lemieux, Howden, we had Nemestikov, we had Vinny Lettieri even showed up. We did it at the Ocean Resort in Atlantic City. It was a great time. We had fans got to meet all the Ranger players. We also had an after party with virtual golf. The players loved it. They had a great time. Every year we do this. We had our 6th annual in Atlantic City, and this summer, coming up next year, we'll have our 7th annual. So we love to do this for you Ranger fans. And I'll tell you something, folks, the Ranger players love doing our events. The reason why they love doing our events is because we're all about you fans.
Ted's great. He really made us feel comfortable doing this, and he did everything he could to get us the best setup, and you know, even for the fans, like he has a really good setup here, and he's really first class with what he does. So he puts on a really good event. Guys on my team have done this event before, and they just said they had a great time. You know, and they really enjoyed working with Ted. So I had the opportunity to come this summer, so I took advantage of it. It's just fun to get to know the people. I mean, the people that support our team and our city so much, and it's just nice to kind of get that little one-on-one time and get to know each person a little bit.
This is my first one. Just wanted me to come out and do a signing, and he knew I'd be out this way this time of year, so. Well, I think just, you know, meeting Rangers fans is always fun, and you know, getting to know, you know, some of the fans and where they're coming from and their kind of stories. Everyone kind of has where they're from, why they're a Rangers fan, and it's always interesting to kind of see why people are drawn to the Rangers. And it's been pretty smooth. I think hockey fans in general are just easy to talk to. Ted's first class, and he just makes it really easy and makes it a lot of fun for us. So, you know, it made it a weekend out of it. It's really enjoyable, and yeah, it's been great so far, so smooth.
We do viewing parties at our home bar, Mustang Harry's, located just a block from Madison Square Garden on 30th and 7th. They're our family, folks. We treat our fans like family. The bar treats you guys like family, and we're there before every home game with a lot of surprises.
Hello, my name is Ian Conroy. I am from Mustang Harry's, which I run with my brother Niall. We opened Mustang Harry's in 1994. It's a big Ranger bar. We've always had a good Ranger tradition here, and in the last couple of years we met with Ted, and Ted has brought us up the ladder a long way with a very loyal fan base, and we have a very long bar here, so it caters for a lot of fans when on the Ranger days, on the Ranger nights. And we have our food business is we pretty much have across the board menu that caters for Ranger fans and people who want to just sit down and have dinner.
My name is Niall Conroy. I'm part owner of Mustang Harry's. We're in Mustang Harry's here on 7th Avenue, 352 7th Avenue at 30th Street, New York, New York.
Niall and I have season tickets for the Rangers, so we're not just interested in the Rangers because of business, we're fans as well. And Ted came in here a couple of years ago, and we met, and we liked each other immediately. We just got a good vibe from each other that both of us were Ranger fans and were passionate about the game, but also we incorporated business in with it. And Ted just explained what he was about, and we said, okay, this could be a good fit for both of us, so let's try it. We did try it, and then we went into a couple of ventures together, and it's worked out well so far.
Well, he brings all these fans, all the New York Ranger fans. We're a New York Ranger bar, so he brings additional fans in here, and we host them. They get a good, they enjoy the environment we have here. We have a very good environment here. We have very good food, simple food, but very good, and we give a nice selection of beers, cocktails, so the fans enjoy the environment here. It's a kind of a home away from home for a lot of the Ranger fans.
The biggest thing about Ted, well, there are a couple of things, but his honesty. Hugely honest. Ted came in and just said, this is what I do, and this is what I can do, and let's see what happens, and then we work and see where we go from there. He treats his fans the way I like to work with nice people. If people are nice, then it makes work much easier. I see the way Ted treats his people the way I like to treat mine, as in the clients and the customers. He walks over, he shakes hands with them, he makes them feel welcome. Every time they come into the place, they feel like it could be the first time that they've been here, the big welcome they get. He gives the same welcome every time they come in. That is exactly the way we like to run our business, and we also like to work with nice people. So that Ted has all of that.
We're going to try and do 2 signings a month. We're going to try and do the Cancer Jam again. We had it here last year with Kevin Shattenkirk. Now he's moved, so hopefully one of the other Rangers will step up and we'll do another Cancer Jam here. And we're also looking to, I'm a big Ranger fan myself, so I'm looking to maybe if we can run a couple of trips maybe to away games with Ted, get involved in that. And I'd like to go to a couple of the games. I have a dream to go to a certain amount of the stadiums, so I'd like to go there.
Ted had the contacts with the players. We've had various players over the years come in here after the games and come in nice and quietly. When they come in, we treat them and make them anonymous as much as we can, because they just want to have a nice meal or something after the game, so we'll take care of that. So Ted then went further because he knew these players, he had done signings with them before, so he introduced us and said, we can work on this together, and here's where you can contribute. He's the main contributor obviously, but here's where you can work with them. And then the couple of signings that we've had up to date, and hopefully more coming, we got to know the players, we got to speak to them. And then Ted was involved when we did the Shatty Jam. You know, we got in and Ted got right into the middle of it and worked and brought that up to another level. So Ted really is what's driven all of this.
So everybody's asking me, how do I meet these players? It's all reputation. Word of mouth goes around the locker room. They talk about how great I take care of them. There is a good funny story I got to tell you. It was Shirts Off Your Back at Madison Square Garden, and like I said, I was honored that the Rangers picked me for all the charity work and all the signings, the pregame parties, the road trips. They know that I take care of the Ranger fans. So my friends were like, oh, I wonder who you're going to get, a wonder player. And I'm like, I don't care if I get the water boy. Like, it was just an honor to go there, whoever's jersey I got off my back. So what they do is they give you an envelope that's sealed, and when you pull out the envelope, you see who you got. So I got Tony D'Angelo, and I know he's a Philly boy, I know he's a Jersey boy. So one thing connected to the other. I'm like, lives by Atlantic City. I'm like, perfect. That's why I got to get to go to my Atlantic City event, you know, the following year. Here I am, Tony comes by me, and I'm like, hey, Tony, and I knew a little background about it, and I'm like, hey, would you like to do a signing in Atlantic City? I'd love to have you aboard. And he's looking at me like with 3 heads instead of me like taking the jersey and being excited. He's like, yeah, sure. He goes, I'm not working for anybody. And I go, let's take out your phone. So here I am on the phone. Everybody's looking at me in the garden like, what the heck are you doing? And we're exchanging phone numbers. We're talking about Atlantic City, and I can't wait to do a signing. And everybody's like, why aren't you looking at all the other players? I'm like, it's Tony G, got to get him. So after that happened, it was great. Me and Tony contacted each other, and we became good friends, and that's how that started. So everybody was texting me thinking like, you should have soaked in. I'm like, soaked in? I had Tony baby right in front of me. So it's a great story.
It's nice to just see the fans, let them get a feel for the people that they're rooting for.
This is all the excitement for the upcoming 2019-2020 season. As you know, all you fans have been coming to Mustang Harry's for our pregame party on 30th and 7th, a block from Madison Square Garden. Before every Ranger home game, we're here from 4 o'clock till 6:30, and we have our famous autograph giveaway. But this is the excitement about this year. This is our spin to win wheel, which means everybody wins, folks. How's that possible? Instead of you putting $20 for the raffle and trying to win a Ranger prize, you automatically win a prize. That's the excitement this year. There'll be 18 slots in here. You can win something from $20 to $100. Plain and simple, let's give it a run here. Now, if you gave us 20, you would have won, oh, a Bernie Nichols puck. Let's do this one more time. See, it's that simple. Whatever it lands, you win. We also have a spot for winning any prize, 16 by 20. And let me tell you, folks, these are beautiful items that we give away. These are professional photos from our signings. It'll be on the wheel, folks. Before every Ranger home game, you can win one of these great prizes. And I got to tell you a great thing sometimes we do online. We give away road trips on that spin to win. You'll see me periodically. I'll do a trip to Nashville or Vegas where people buy raffles and your name is on the wheel, and if it lands on you, you win a trip. This year, one of my good friends, Tom, who lives in England, is a big diehard fan. He'll come once a year, but it's a great story. I spin the win wheel to win the Atlantic City experience, which was an $1,000 package, which is 4 days, 3 nights in Atlantic City. Also, they got to go meet the 6 Ranger players, and they had 3 nights, 2 days in a hotel in Atlantic City. Tom from England won. We spun the wheel, he won. He bought a plane ticket that day before the event, and flew all the way from England to Atlantic City. Now that's a diehard fan, folks. So that's the excitement about Spin the Win. You can win a trip. You can win a trip to Vegas the last minute. It's free. You can win with Spin the Win.
I am from near Leicester in England. So I entered to win the prize draw. There were several prizes. I wanted to win 3rd place, which was just the signed memorabilia, but didn't really want to have to spend that money on a ticket. So the final of the competition was drawn out, 1 in 4 places via a lottery wheel, and everyone was eliminated 1 by 1 at a time. And 3rd place was drawn, and I didn't win 3rd place. So I knew I was coming. I had to go if I won a ticket. I purposely didn't want to win a ticket, but for the fact that I knew I would have to come if I did win a ticket, and yeah, I won the 1st prize. So on a plane, here I am. Literally 3 hours after I won the prize to get here in time. So far, just meeting with the players, chatting with the guys, meeting with some of the other Ranger fans, having a chat with them, catching up. But hanging with the players has been pretty cool. Sed's an awesome guy. I've been on loads of his events in the last 5 years or so. The fact that he does it as himself, as a one-man outfit, is incredible, and seems to have actually now sort of gained some notoriety with some of the Rangers players as well. So we're getting some more of the bigger names coming on. So the events are just getting better and better. Let's go Rangers!
We're excited to tell you that we're going to be doing signings every month with the New York Rangers, 2 players every month. So much to tell you about, but that's what I do for you Ranger fans. So fans, this is what it's all about. nyrfans.com. We've been doing this since 2001, and as you know, folks, I'm all about the fans.
Photo's easier to sign for us too. I like a couple of photos. Yeah, my hands kill my hands all cramped up.
Photo is easier to sign.
What's easier?
A photo for sure. Pucks are a little bit trickier just because you don't have as much room, so I'd say photo.
Oh, photo for sure. Pucks are hard.